So let's kind of like start organizing things a little bit. Get random int. I want to put all of my event listeners together. So let's see here. Here's our starting of the game. Let's put all of our event listeners on top. Command X. Command V. Event listener. Here's our box click. Here's our like start function. Then this is our main gameplay function. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy all the way up on the top where the other, right after the start function. And I'm just doing this so I kind of have a better idea of where my things are. Command X, everything in its place. So event listener to progress to main game screen. Command V, event listener for like actually working the game itself. Then maybe the last event listener being return to home. Okay, to start over. So let's go ahead and go to the game over screen. Let's go ahead and click on this guy. Let's go actually in design. Let's click on this guy. Let's go ahead and hit the event button. Right here it says click, insert and show code. It's like all the way down at the bottom. I can just grab this guy, grab this code and move it up. Command X. And then this way I know all of my event listeners are happily next to each other. So event listener to start over, that was this guy, Command V. So here we are on event again. When it's clicked, then do a bunch of stuff, right? So what do we want to have happen when we click again? Well, for one thing, we want to have it set screen. And what is the name of our home screen? So make sure that we're inside the parentheses. And it's start dash screen. All right, so start screen, we want to send it back to the start screen, right? All right, so now if we hit run and we play and we go through this, okay, we also need to get that done, right? But right now, if I click on this guy and I hit play, oh, wow, did you see that? It said I had 9 points and it said that I had 0 seconds. Well, I'm going to have to reset the value of both of those items. So first, I'm going to want to reset the value of score equals 0. Score equals 0. Seconds equals 10. And then I'm also going to have to reset the display for those items. Let's do that. So if I go to set property, and I'm going to pass it some values, that would be UI score. All right, there's our, and then I want to set its text property, right? And then I want to set it to equal, quote, score, right? So that's the original value. Make things a little bit easier then. To just copy line 56, Command C, and change that from UI score to UI seconds. And then that's going to be 10 seconds. Now, once that's done, when we get back to the game stage, it will be reset. The score is reset, the seconds are reset, the displays are reset, and then it's ready for us to go. Last but not least, we need to fix this where it says you scored 10 points. Because if you didn't score 10 points, you shouldn't have it say you scored 10 points. All right, so when we clear the interval, that's on the game over. That's right? Game over. This is where we're going to set that value in here. So set property, and that's going to be score label. That's the ID of our element. Its property is going to be text. And its value is going to be, and we're going to concatenate this value, you scored, make sure we got that space in there, plus score plus double quotes, space, points, exclamation point. All right, so this should complete our game. Let's test it. Run, play, click, click, click. Look, I scored 9 points. Cool. Play again. Play. And look, oh, that's interesting. Did I mess that up in my stuff? I just saw that it said 0 seconds when it should have said 10. So, oh, yes, I did. See that? Yeah, look at this warning. Set property refers to an ID US seconds. Save that, right? Fix that. 10 seconds. That would explain why it didn't get updated and this warning came up. So you got to make sure that your variable names, your ID names, everything matches. So let's do that again. Let's reset, play, hit run, play. Then we're going to do our thing. Okay, so this time I scored 8 points. So you can see it does have that variability in there. All right, so when I hit play again and I hit play, then wow, there it goes. Like, why is it not giving me a wide thing? All right, so you can see play again. It works. Let's just do this one more time. Everything looks like it's set properly. It's working. And that's it. Looks like we are done. Huzzah. Yay! So if you have any questions about this, that we talked about parameters, we talked about return, we talked about functions, we talked about on event listeners, we talked about variables, how to reset them, how to access them, when we should use global scope versus when we should use local scope. All of these things together. There you have it. This is our game. I hope you had fun making this. And I hope you understand what everything, right? The conditional statements, event listeners, variables, all of these things. They're fundamental to understanding programming and how to write programs. And that's it. I hope you guys had fun doing this. Happy coding, everyone. See you in class.